This is a Capital Project Special Report. I'm Ethan Vargas reporting from Manila. We are coming on the air this hour to give you a major projection in the Canadian elections. Capital Project Carney has been elected and is expected to form the government in Canada, as multiple media organizations has projected that the Liberal Party has won the majority in um in the election. Let's give you some live footage of what we are seeing right now in okay. Right now we have based on the latest results we have Liberals 160, the let's just fix the graphic. Liberal has 160, the Conservative has 138, the Bloc Québécois or the BQ has 25, right? Um, 25, while the New Democrat has 10 and the Green Party has 1. So we're just gonna edit it. And there, that's the latest um result we have of this race. We're gonna go first. All right, a new update. It's now 161, 137. We're gonna go first to this live coverage from the global news about the results of this uh this election. So let's go now to the latest to this global news coverage of the election.
Back to you. Neetu, thank you. We're back with live coverage of Decision Canada in a moment.
They went from no official party status in '93 to a decade or two later, I admit, but still, at some point, they have presence across the country, from Atlantic Canada to BC, including Quebec. So that possibility is still there. Do not assume that a victory for the Liberals tonight is necessarily a liberal reign for all times.
What are you seeing right now is the latest situation in Canada's um or in Liberal Party of Canada's headquarters. You could see the supporters of the Liberal Party now gathering there. So let us just give some um this election was strongly influenced by President Donald Trump, especially on the tariffs. Here's the report from NBC News. I'll read it. Canadian voters backed Prime Minister Mark Carney's Liberal Party in a national election strongly influenced by President Donald Trump. The election results extend the Liberal Party's decade in power after Trump injected himself into the race with his tariffs on Canadian imports and insistence that Canada should be the 51st U.S. state. So, um, so that's the headline of the hour. The Liberal Party of Canada wins the election of the Canada. Let's now go back to the global news, continuing special coverage of this
Welcome
election.
back to our Decision Canada coverage of this federal election. I'm Donna Friesen. Eric Sorensen is here with me, and we're going to take a quick look at one of the ridings in Ontario. This is in downtown Toronto, Toronto St. Paul's. This was taken away from the Liberals in a by-election, and they have won it back tonight.
Yeah, Don Stewart gets about 10 months in Parliament. It can't be a big surprise to anyone that the Liberals would win this long-time Liberal riding back in the general election after losing it in a by-election.
Now, Eric, we have declared that there will be a Liberal government. We
That's
don't
right.
know if it's majority or minority at this
Well-
point. We know they need 172 to reach majority. Right now, our numbers are showing 157 for the Liberals. So
Exactly.
what's your analysis here?
Well, we've talked about this in the past, that once those numbers start rising in that way, they can move a little bit, but it's usually maybe plus or minus 5. We're actually seeing that with the Liberals right now. They got up into the low 160s. They're down to about 158. There are only 7 ridings left to report, and you can just do the arithmetic yourself. You can't get with 7 more. You know what? Meet me over at camera 3. We'll just take a quick look at the
There he
swing
goes
meter.
again.
Meet,
Okay.
meet me over here. I'll show you what I'm talking about. By the way, the Conservatives have picked up 16 ridings in total today. They have gained more seats than the Liberals have. The Liberals we were talking about was, could they get to a majority? At one point, they were getting into the low teens. They were at 11, 12, 13. At the moment, they're at 7. They need to have a pickup of 18 to get to a majority. So that's telling us that they still need another 9 pickups, not just ridings they've won in the past, Donna. They need to turn around 9 more ridings, and that would mean like running the table on the 7 that are there and flipping a couple of more. Honestly, it's beginning to look like mid 160s, maybe high 160s, but somewhere in the 160s is where they're going to be. The NDP is actually getting closer to finding its position
Alright, that's the latest news on this Canadian election. There will be much more on Capital Politics Instagram, Twitter, and Threads account. For now, this has been a Capital Politics special report. We're gonna go back when there's new updates on these elections. For now, I'm Ethan Vargas reporting from Manila. Thank you for joining us. Good good evening to the United States and good morning from the Philippines.